Hi everybody, namaste to you and welcome. I just woke up feeling pretty good and I'm thinking about shooting a video where I'm speaking about source energy and vibrational alignment. How to really step into that source consciousness and really become your best self in the process. Now, what is source energy? Well, imagine of everything in the universe, everything in existence. Well, that is source energy. Okay, it is the energy that is conscious. It is the energy that creates things in your life. It is the energy that actually moves the universes. It is the energy of the essence. Okay, and what I'm realizing is the fact that that energy is actually within ourselves as well. Okay, the energy of source consciousness is in everything. It means that it's also in the human consciousness. So what I'm seeing is the fact that the more that I listen to my heart and the more that I listen to my intuition, is the more that I step into source energies, the more that I step into vibrational alignment. Because what I'm realizing is the fact that the higher self actually speaks to us through our feelings. Okay, so the emotional body is your guidance system. Okay, your feelings are your guidance. If you're feeling something positive, it's a message from your higher self. If you are feeling something negative, it means that you are in resistance. It means that you are attached. Okay, so what I'm seeing is the fact that it's also okay to experience resistance. It's also okay to not be connected to source energy, because in those moments you get to learn how to connect again. Okay, so it's about really getting to slowly moving into your own soul's signature. This is what I'm realizing. We are unique as beings, and individuals are unique beings. Okay, it means that you have your own way of expressing yourself. Okay, you have your own way of manifesting. You have your own way of feeling, of thinking, and of doing. So my suggestion is, if you really want to connect to source energy and if you want to be in vibrational alignment, you gotta find your own way of being. Okay, you gotta know yourself deeply. You gotta know what your pain is. You gotta know what your strengths are. You gotta know what your weaknesses are. You gotta know what your flaws are. Okay, and what I'm seeing is the fact that it's about acceptance, because you know, life is not perfect. Okay, life is not perfect, and sometimes we go through moments where it feels like we are losing something. We go through moments where it feels like we are failing at something. But what I'm realizing is the fact that when I find perfection in imperfection, then I get to actually solve things in my life. So what I'm seeing is the fact that if I really want to connect to source energy and vibrational alignment, I gotta allow imperfection to be there as well. Because sometimes it's about failure. You know, you may fail sometimes, and you gotta realize that that is actually okay as well. But when you raise your levels of consciousness and when you are really stepping into that high version of yours, you realize that everything that is happening in your life is actually happening with a higher spiritual purpose. Okay, and this is also how to connect to source energy. Look at your circumstances in your life and realize that you have created them at some level, consciously or unconsciously. So it's about really getting to learn to alchemize your life in the process. You know, this is how to connect to vibrational alignment, because we are all alchemists. Okay, the alchemist knows that he can turn rough metal into gold. Okay, so it's about really getting to become at peace with your life, become at peace with your thoughts, become at peace with other people, become at peace with your inner world. Okay, and really when you find contentment in the now, you realize that you can actually look within yourself and find so many of the things there. You know, so it's about the inner journey. This is what I'm realizing. If I really want to connect to source energy, I gotta make peace with myself, and I gotta make peace with others as well. So what I'm seeing is the fact that it's not about forcing things to happen. It's more likely about allowing things to happen. So it's not perfect. You know, life is not perfect, but when we get to actually extract the gift of our own consciousness, when we get to extract the gift of our inner feelings, we realize that we can actually be happy. We can actually be in our best state. We can actually surrender to our spirit. So in connecting to source and in making a better connection with source energy, you gotta actually improve your state of beingness, because the outer will only reflect the inner, as within, so without, as above, so below. So it's all about your state of consciousness. And yes, we live in times of awakening on the planet. You know, we live in times of higher consciousness on the planet. And it's all about getting to actually raise our energy, raise our frequency to the next level, improve our state of consciousness. It's also about perception, you know, how do you perceive things? Because you may see something that pisses you off, but when you actually change your perception, you also change the thing. So it's about perception, it's about your mindset, it's about how you choose to see life. And the alchemist always makes the best out of the worst, you know, because I'm actually looking at some of my best experiences and they were not perfect. I actually have had moments when I failed. But what I'm doing right now, I'm trying as much as possible to look at those experiences and actually learn from them. This is how I'm stepping into vibrational alignment. I'm learning from the experience. I'm laughing at the experience because it wasn't perfect, but it has happened for me in essence. So it's about really getting to find your own way of expressing yourself, guys. You know, expressing yourself. That is so beautiful, to express yourself. So yes, vibrational alignment is about staying connected with our higher self. And really the higher self is all about the emotional field. Of course, the higher self is much more, and the higher self is even your future self. Okay? So it's about learning to stay connected to your emotional field. And really the higher self actually knows how to guide you, because the higher self has seen all the potential parallel realities, and it is actually operating from the future, because time is an illusion. Past, present and future are happening simultaneously, and it speaks to you through your vibrational frequency. It speaks to you through your emotional body. And when you get to listen to what you feel, you also follow that guidance. And when you follow that guidance, it feels good, okay? But if you cannot listen to what you feel, if you feel like you are in resistance, if you feel like you cannot do something, remember that that is actually okay as well. Because I realize that I cannot always stay in the vibrational aligned state. And that is actually okay as well. But what I'm learning is I'm trying as much as possible to move into the vibrational aligned state. I'm trying as much as possible to milk the consciousness of source energy, of happiness and of truth. You know, so it's all about your energy. It's all about the little things that you are choosing to focus on into your life. It's about being an alchemist. That is so beautiful. And what I'm seeing is the fact that gratefulness is actually a really great tool in order to connect to source energy. The more that you are grateful is the more that you become happy. Because when you are grateful, you actually appreciate. And what you appreciate appreciates you back. So it's all about an exchange. You know, what you offer will be offered back into you. Whether that is thought, energy, or action, or feeling. What you express will be expressed back into you. So my suggestion is try as much as possible to send out love, to send out positivity, to send out authenticity, because that is what you will actually become, okay? So when I'm seeing that, if I want to connect to source energy, I gotta allow my heart to open. And again, it's not always perfect, but it is perfect in its imperfection. So it's about really getting to know yourself in the process. This is actually the trick. Get to know yourself in the process. Get to have your own unique vision. Get to have your own unique way of seeing life. And you will see magic happen. Because at an individual level, you have your soul signature. You have your own way of expressing yourself. You have your own way of building and creating the life that you desire. Okay? So yes, this is today's message about source energy. Gratefulness, realizing that things are not perfect, expressing yourself, listening to your emotional field. These are all tools that you can use in order to connect to source consciousness and source energy. So yes, remember that source energy is the energy that actually moves everything in the universe. It is higher consciousness. It is love. Okay, source energy is love. I think I forgot to mention this. Source energy is love. The more you attune yourself to love, is the more that you will raise your frequency, because love is the highest vibrational energy in the universe. So yeah, this is today's video about source consciousness and really making a better connection with your inner source. Remember, the higher self speaks to you through your feelings. Listen to what you feel and you will see magic happen. Because again, the higher self has seen all the parallel future realities, and it is guiding you towards the most appropriate one. Okay? So listen to your heart. That is your intuition. When the intuition feels easy and smooth, it means that that is actually a message from your higher self. And of course, your higher self wouldn't break your free will, but it is only guiding you. So yes, you have free will. Okay, you have free will in order to be anything that you desire. But my suggestion is try as much as possible to follow the path of love. Follow the path of love. Follow the path of least resistance. Follow the path where you are opening your heart to the beautiful experience of the present moment, because that is where source is. It is in the now. Past, present and future are happening simultaneously. It means that everything that is happening is actually happening right here, right now. Okay, so this is today's message about source. Try as much as possible to alchemize experiences. How do we alchemize experiences? We accept our experiences. We don't take them too seriously, and we realize that we attract everything in our lives with the consciousness that we have. Change your mind and you will change your world. Be still in the present moment and know that you are the universe. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It was my pleasure to share this message on source consciousness with you guys, and see you on what is coming up next. If you are new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, leave a comment, and if you want to be part of my spiritual podcast called Consciously Awakening, feel free to send me a message. Also, if you wish to work with me on a one-on-one level and get to know yourself in a more spiritual way, feel free to also send me a message. I love you. Keep doing your own thing, keep expressing yourself, and keep beaming that light into the world. I love you so much. Bye bye.